welcome back to another reading. Today I'm back with another Kushiv reading for you guys. A lot of you guys have been requesting an update on them too. So let's see today what is their current energy and if their energy is better. So let's see first with Kushal. What is Kushal's current energy towards Shivangi right now? What is Kushal's current energy towards Shivangi? Guys, so when it comes to Kushal, definitely the energy is way much better than last time. Okay, I'm feeling that him and Shivangi do have close hanging out right now. Probably they attended a certain celebration recently together or something like that. So I do see some sort of celebration gathering with friends or family. So I do see something like that over here. And so I do feel like him and Shivangi have pretty close contact right now with the world. I feel like things are doing well for the most part. I feel like Kushal as well is really, grateful for the bond that they have together. He feels grateful to have Shivangi. And like I mentioned in my last reading as well, is that he doesn't want to let go of her, okay? He doesn't want to let go of her at all. She's someone special in his life. He's very protective and possessive for her a lot. And so he feels definitely she's something that he really wants in his life, and he does even think about commitment and marriage with her, but it's not something that right now they are focusing on or deciding right now, okay? But definitely she's someone that he does see a future with, okay? So I feel like things are looking good for the most part, but I feel like they both are, enjoying time, having a fresh start, enjoying time together, and whatever made them hanged up in the past, they want to not really focus on that, okay? But I do feel like Kushal, there's still something that is making him feel hanged up when it comes to the two of them. So let's get more into that and see what is making him feel hanged up still, okay? For the most part, I do see them doing well, but what else is making him feel hanged up? What is making Kushal hanged up when it comes to him and Shivangi? What is making Kushal hanged up when it comes to him and Shivangi? Again with the hanged up card coming last. They both definitely are together right now with the Two of Cups. I feel like they're both are still definitely together. Like more things arising that were making things a little bit unbalanced, but I do feel like they have solved those problems for the most part and they are still together. Alright, and again with the Ten of Cups, I do feel like he does think about commitment definitely with Shivangi. He does see a future with her. But I feel like he's definitely worrying a bit about a third person over here, okay? And I mentioned this in my last Kushiv readings as well, is that I feel like there is like this third person that maybe is not fully acceptable of the bond between Kushal and Shivangi, okay? So this person I feel like can be a family member. I'm not sure from whose side that person is, but I feel like that's something that makes Kushal a bit upset and makes him feel hanged up. But it's definitely something that him and Shivangi talked about and they balanced out that we don't want this to ruin the bond between the two of us, okay? So again with the world, I feel like they both still have good contact right now. I feel like Kushal is still feeling a bit of tension, but he's trying to show strength and not really focus about that, okay? And also, I feel like this third person, I feel like this person is someone who spies on them in a sense, okay? Maybe that person always tries to keep track of Kushal and Shivangi and what they're doing, or when Shivangi is hanging out with Kushal. So I feel like this person is always focusing on things that Kushal and Shivangi do together, okay? So he does have his eye put on the two of them, and I do feel like this person can be more of a male figure, okay? So I feel like he always is nosy and wants to know what's going on between Kushal and Shivangi. I mean, I feel like he's not fully against the bond, like, because they are together, but deep inside, he doesn't really like it, if that makes sense, okay? So yeah, that's something that I'm picking up. I feel like Kushal, you know, I feel like he dislikes that person a bit because of the way that he's acting. But he doesn't want to be disrespectful or say anything, because I feel like him and Shivangi decide to, you know, put that away and, you know, just not focus on the negative things right now, okay? So now that we have seen Kushal, what is Shivangi's current energy towards Kushal at the moment? See, with the devil, so there is a third person over here. Yeah, guys, they're very connected. They're pretty close right now. They meet each other a lot as well. So they spend a lot of time together and they're really connected every single day, I feel, because I'm getting the world for the third time right now. So yeah, I feel like Shivangi, she also does take tension of this third person over here, which is coming here as the devil. So she's also taking tension of that person, but I feel like her and Kushal just definitely decided that they do not want to focus on that, okay? Because it was taking an effect on their bond. If you guys know my readings, I feel like this third person has been coming for a while, and you know, they just want to not focus on that negative thing right now and move forward when it comes to their bond, okay? And I feel like they have definitely learned a lot of lessons as well when it comes to this situation, and it takes a negative toll on their energy and, you know, their vibe together. So they just feel like it's better to not focus or take tension about how this third person can take an effect on the future and how he can affect things moving forward. They want to focus on the moment and not really take tension of that, because if they start focusing on that, then things can go bad when it comes to their bond, and you know, they can start doubting things and thinking that maybe things are not gonna go well, so why are we gonna continue things? So yeah, they don't want to get way too deep to the point that it started affecting them together, which they don't want, because I feel like they both care about each other. So let's get more information regarding Shivangi. How does she feel about Kushal? What else does she feel about Kushal at the moment? What does Shivangi feel about Kushal at the moment? Yeah, guys, there was a bad phase when it comes to their bond, a really bad phase where, you know, they would have disagreements, they would have fights, they would feel hurt from each other, and that was something that came up in my reading as well. So they did have a bad phase, and maybe that's why you guys were worried. They did have a bad phase, but like I mentioned, I feel like they do want to walk away from that phase and start this new beginning right now, okay? And I feel like this does relate a lot with that negative person that I mentioned to you guys, and that person probably did do negative things or maybe say bad things behind Kushal's back or behind Shivangi's back, and so they were trying to spread rumors or false information or misinformation, which created bad things between Kushal and Shivangi. And you know, I feel like especially Shivangi, she was really thinking about, you know, maybe the future of their connection, if they're not gonna last and all of that. So deep inside she felt really, you know, tied and didn't know what to do. But I feel like things are way better right now with the Ten of Cups. I feel like things are way better. They do feel great around each other. I feel like things are well, and they connect with each other so well right now. And even Shivangi's thinking about the future of the two of them, you know, she's starting to imagine. But definitely I feel like they do not want to get into the future of, you know, marriage and stuff like that right now. They want to live the moment and see how things go. But they both definitely do see the future with each other, and I feel like they're pretty serious. I feel like Shivangi as well, I don't feel like she's the type of person that would be with a person that she doesn't imagine to have a future with. I don't feel like she does do relationships just for fun. So definitely now that she's with Kushal is what I'm seeing here. She does definitely consider maybe things going further in the future, okay? And I feel like they don't want to repeat mistakes and have disagreements regarding that certain reason. And so they just want to ignore that for the time being, okay? So let's get some cards for them. What are they both feeling right now when it comes to their bond? What is both Kushal and Shivangi feeling when it comes to their bond? Yes, unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Like I mentioned, you guys, there was a phase where things were not going well, and so they weren't happy and satisfied with the way things are going with the bond. You know, things were not really well. But I feel like definitely moves were made, and Kushal made certain efforts, like I mentioned in my past readings, to fix things, and I feel like things are well. But there was a phase where, you know, they weren't happy with the way things were going. Okay, to Kushal, what else does Kushal feel regarding Shivangi? Absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Yes, you guys, they don't want to lose each other. That's something definitely that I'm feeling. So when they both were not on the best terms, Kushal really felt the absence of Shivangi, you know. He felt like a big part of him was missing. It was definitely something that he felt really, it was definitely something that really made him upset and sad when it comes to their bond. So he really felt her absence. So he definitely does not want to lose her. He does not want their bond to ever end. And so he would rather, you know, not focus on the negative thing and put it away and not focus it on right now than, you know, have things not be good and unbalanced between the two of them, okay? I feel like he, you know, started to be attached to her a lot, you know. She's definitely someone that he really cares about. I feel like there's a lot of possessiveness that he feels for her as well. So he definitely doesn't want her to even be sad. So I feel like there's a sense that he couldn't also see her sad and upset regarding the situation. So let's see now for Shivangi. What is Shivangi as well feeling regarding Kushal? What else is Shivangi feeling regarding Kushal? What else? Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. Yes, so Shivangi definitely does feel like that. The love of their relationship is always there despite the distance. Like even when they both were not on the best terms, you know, they still cared about each other. They still loved each other. So, you know, Shivangi feels like, you know, they hopefully will always come back to each other, you know, no matter whatever happens, okay? And, you know, she really hopes that, you know, whatever they have lasts for a long time, okay? So, you guys, that's what I'm getting for Kushal and Shivangi. I do feel like things are looking balanced a bit right now. I feel like still whatever, you know, caused problems in the past is still here. I don't feel like it's fully solved. So, maybe that can arise in the future later. But I feel like for the time being, you know, I feel like they're, you know, doing well. Things are balanced. You know, they don't want to focus on the negative things right now. So yeah, I do feel like things are balanced right now for the time being. So I hope you guys enjoyed and, you know, got clarity from this reading. And if you like this reading, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps me continue doing these readings for you guys and gives me motivation. So thank you guys so much, and hopefully see you guys next time. Bye.